Colorado Buffaloes is on a mission. They run their record to 8-2 after victory that they had today against the Utah Utes, 49-24. And it's almost like with this victory, Deion Sanders and the Colorado Buffaloes slapped the taste out of Jason Whitlock's mouth. But before we get off into today's podcast, the Colorado Buffaloes got it done today at Folsom Field in Boulder, Colorado against the Utah Utes, 49-24. Now, you know we did a show the other day about Jason Whitlock. Now, Jason Whitlock went on record and he put a wager on the Colorado Buffaloes saying that they will not finish their season with 8 victories. Well, today they achieved that feat and they looking for more. So basically, Deion Sanders and the Colorado Buffaloes is out here making people eat that humble pie. Now, you know, as soon as that game was over, LeBron James went to Twitter talking about where all the haters now. They hiding. They don't want to say nothing now. Now, see, everybody's been quiet all season long. The only one that's really been popping that noise and putting his windpipes up, talking about people beating on their chests, and they jump into conclusions about what Deion Sanders and the Colorado Buffaloes are doing, and that is Jason Whitlock. And Jason Whitlock has been exposed by Shannon Sharpe for the hatred that he has on Deion Sanders, talking all that noise. And you know the back and forth that Jason Whitlock and Shannon Sharpe are going through right now. They might as well get in the ring and do a celebrity boxing match, man. They might as well get it on. All proceeds go to their favorite charity. But what Deion Sanders and the Colorado Buffaloes did today is almost like a slap in the face to Jason Whitlock. And Jason Whitlock is humbled. And I would love to hear what Jason Whitlock got to say now, because you know Jason Whitlock went on record and said if Colorado finishes the season off with an 8-4 record, that he will go to any bowl game that Colorado is playing in, and he would dress up in Colorado gear. That was a stunt by Jason Whitlock. Jason Whitlock is a fanboy. He is an undercover fanboy, and that's what fanboy does. That's that fanboyism, and Jason Whitlock is a definition of a fanboy. Now, what Colorado did today, to me personally, Colorado didn't even play their best ball, but they still found a way to win. That defense was lights out. Whatever Warren Sapp is telling the defensive ends and the defensive line, because they getting pressure on the quarterback, they are stopping the run. Now, Colorado's defense, to me, that front four, man, they playing elite football. And on the defensive side of the field, man, you got to tip your cap to Cameron Silman-Craig, man. That guy is feisty. He knows how to come up in the box. He knows how to lay the wood. You know, he led the Colorado Buffaloes with 7 tackles. He had 6 solo. But you got to tip your cap to Shiloh Sanders. I don't care what people say about Shiloh Sanders in open space. Sometimes he gets juked and he misses a lot of tackles. But when he gets a chance to lay the wood on you, he will lay the wood on you. He came off the edge and he put a hit on the quarterback, made him fumble, and Colorado, you know, got the fumble recovery. Travis Hunter still being special. Travis Hunter had a deflection interception, struck the Heisman pose, and then on that, they was trying to run the Philly special. They was trying to have Shedeur Sanders go out in the flat and Travis Hunter throw him the touchdown, but Travis Hunter got bogged down, put on the Jets, turned it upfield, and scored on a touchdown run. Now, he's elite. That's his 3rd game with at least an interception and a touchdown in the same game. Now, what LaJohntay Wester's doing, I will have to give Jason Whitlock credit on that. LaJohntay Wester is elite. He's been awesome. He's been amazing in that receiving core. He flat out got a punt return today. I call him the human joystick, so special teams came through. But overall, I don't think Colorado played their best game. Now, the defense, Levante Bentley, Nikhil Hill Green, and BJ Green, man, them linebackers is lights out. And, you know, Amari and McNeil, man, these guys are elite, man. And Warren Sapp got them guys playing lights out football on the defensive side of the ball. And you got to tip your cap to Robert Livingston, the defensive coordinator, for drawing up schemes to put, them in position to be successful. Yeah, Travis Hunter did get beat deep on one ball, but he made up for it. It's going to happen. They took a shot at Travis Hunter one-on-one. He got burnt. Hey, it is what it is. But DJ McKinney stepped up on the defensive side of the ball, the cornerback. You got to give it to, Keaton Wade and all them, Quincy Wiggins. They just come in and they do their job. But offensively, I don't think Colorado, played their best ball. You got to give a shout out to Deion Miller, number 6. They call him almost like a Debo wide receiver on the touchdown that he had. That was just a laser throw by Shedeur Sanders. Now, Shedeur Sanders is elite, and Deion Miller did the rest, breaking tackles, and he got into the end zone. Also, Will Shepherd, that first touchdown, Shedeur laid it out there for only where Will Shepherd could catch the ball. Travis Hunter had 5 catches, 55 yards. But Deion Miller, the true freshman, came in 6 receptions, 106 yards and a touchdown. He led the way. LeJontay Wester still doing the things that he's doing, 10 receptions, 77 yards. The receiving core is elite. Isaiah Augustus, he ran the longest touchdown for Colorado since 2016, had a 39-yard touchdown. Also, they finally got Charlie Offerdahl in the end zone, so that was major. Deion Sanders was happy about that. And then Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur Sanders keeps doing what Shedeur Sanders does. He had another 300 yards passing, 3 TDs. He did have that 1 pick. Colorado started off sloppy early in the game where, he fumbled the snap and, 2 turnovers. They was playing from behind, 3-0, but then they finally got it together. The defense held them down. But me personally, they didn't play lights out football, but they still got it done. And that goes to show that, like Deion said, if they can play football in all facets of the game, defensively, offensively, and special teams, then you got something. Right now, Colorado is showing people that Colorado can play with the best of them. And right now, Jason Whitlock is probably shaking in his boots. He's humbled. And that's, like I said, it's almost like the slap heard around the world because Jason Whitlock been popping off at the mouth. And Deion Sanders is just steadily humbling him and putting every narrative that Jason Whitlock has put out there to bed. Now, you know what Jason Whitlock said. Jason Whitlock said, in all sincerity, I'm being serious. These last 3 games, Colorado is not going to win. And he put that out on record. It's on tape, so you can run the tape back. And he said if they do finish 8-4, that he will go to any bowl game that they participate in dressed in Colorado gear. Don't nobody want Whitlock in the stands. So whatever you saying, ain't nobody buying. Ain't nobody buying that. But right now, you just got the taste slapped out your mouth. So you keep running your mouth all you want because it seems like you just don't get it. But we know what you're here for. We know your MO. Just like Paul Feinbaum said, he's humbled. He is giving Deion Sanders credit. He's tipping his cap, saying this is one of the greatest stories in college football right now. You just got to ride the wave. Now, Jason Whitlock, you can continue to troll, do what you want to do, but every time Colorado wins, it's just more spit and saliva coming out your mouth because Deion is just shaking you up right now. And right now, I know you cringing. I love to hear what you're going to say on your podcast, probably later on today or Monday. But right now, you should be humble. You should come on your show with some humble pie. You should at least come on your show with a Colorado shirt on, just paying homage to what Colorado and Deion Sanders is doing. But like LeBron said, all the haters are quiet. They shook. And Jason Whitlock, with this latest victory by Deion Sanders and the Colorado Buffaloes, you just got the taste slapped out your mouth. So you guys let me know what y'all think about today's podcast on what Jason Whitlock's wager was. Now he has to honor his bet, but we really don't want Jason Whitlock nowhere near Boulder. We don't want Jason Whitlock nowhere near Boulder. We don't want him nowhere near Colorado. We don't want him in the stands when they playing in the bowls. So Jason Whitlock, stay in your studio of Fearless, man. Just stay there. But that's going to wrap up another episode of the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. I'm your host and the man behind the mic, K-Sap. We're going to catch you on the next one. And remember, if you're not subscribed to the channel, do me a favor. Hit the subscribe button. Turn your post notifications on so you know every time Simply Ball Dropping drops another hot banger. And we're going to catch you on the next one. Deuces.
Thanks for listening to the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share on all major platforms.
That's all, folks.